This is probably going to be the shortest video in this first chapter because it's such a simple concept. You know, I'm amazed at how many people make decisions based on assumptions that they have not validated, okay? You've now chosen a business type and you've identified what you believe is a need or a challenge that this business owner needs to overcome. You've also identified a couple of potential solutions that, are possible. You still need to do a lot more research there, but you've got a solution in mind. And, now you say, well, wait a second, do the business owners actually care about this problem? Okay? Well, how are you going to find this out? It is so simple. You would be amazed at how quickly a pattern will emerge if you just have some conversations with these business owners, okay? I recommend walking in to do these surveys, but if you're not comfortable with that or you like to do it a different way, call them up, that's fine. But there is no real pitch. The conversation is honest and transparent. You really are not trying to sell them anything. Call them up and tell them this. I walked into business just the other day. I was testing this out. I wanted to see what was it like to go after small businesses, small quick service restaurants, I should say. And so I went into a couple of sandwich shops and some places like that just to test this out. And I was like, I want to make sure this still works. I haven't done it in a little while. Guess what? Still works beautifully. Walked into several of them. All I said was, I just walked in and said, hey, my name is James Shepard. I'm thinking about starting a new part of my business where we focus on helping, quick service restaurants solve problems with their point of sale and their, technology solutions. I was just curious. I see you have a whatever. You have a Square register here. You have a, micro system. You use a standalone terminal. You have a Sam's Club register. I see you have this solution. What do you think about it? Do you like it? Do you have any issues with it? I'm just kind of curious if there's a need in the marketplace right now. I'm just doing my research. And everybody I talked to, got to be honest, they're super nice about it. I'm in central Pennsylvania. People are generally a little nicer, but all in all, it worked out pretty good. Everybody was very nice about it, okay? You could call on the phone and do this. But what you want to do is start a conversation with them. Don't take a lot of their time, like a minute or two, but just ask them how they like their current solution, what challenges they have. And then if you have a particular challenge or need in mind with a solution in mind, bring that up in a very general way. Make sure they don't feel like you're trying to sell them anything because you really want to get a good answer. If they think you're trying to sell, them, they're going to give you a blow-off answer and try to get rid of you. And, I don't care about that and everything. So you have to make it really clear and say, look, just to be clear before I ask this question, we literally don't even have a solution yet. There's nothing I could sell you. I'm just trying to get information to really pick what we should be offering to the market. So here's my question. One of the things that we feel is like a problem for this type of restaurant or a challenge that you face a lot is X. Do you agree that that's a challenge? Is that actually something you care about that, you wish you could fix? If the solution existed, you could fix it. Obviously, there'd be a lot of, the cost would be a concern, all these things. But if we take that out of the equation for just a second, is that something you care about? And just ask them that. And what you'll find is if you talk to 10, only 10, I'm not saying you got to spend hours and hours in this. You literally need to spend 2 hours. You need to talk to 10 business owners, okay? Depending on where you live, it's going to take you anywhere from 2 hours to 4 hours. And just talk to them about it. Find out what works. This step is so important. I don't even want you to continue with the training until you've done this, because if you don't do this, even if you say, no, I know this industry, I know the challenges they're facing, I get it. Yeah, but how long ago? Was that 2 years ago? Was that before COVID-19? Things have shifted, things have changed. Complete the survey. You'll be glad you did, even if you just get confirmation of your assumptions and you're like, I was right. Everybody does care about this problem. Well, that's fantastic. Now you have the confidence as you move forward in the training and we keep walking you towards that starting line where you're ready to start prospecting. But take 2 to 4 hours before you continue with the training in order to do a survey and survey these business owners, have some conversations. Don't try to sell them anything. Are you going to make some connections you will eventually sell? Probably. But that's not what we're trying to do right now. We're just trying to have some conversations.